Hello guys, and welcome to what is sure to be one of my most watched videos. Not because we have 4 bands tonight, they're gonna kick ass, the stage is all set for them to bring their backline on stage, but we have a brand new console that we are going to be featuring here in the venue for this show. And here it is. This is the brand new Behringer Wing Compact that we're gonna be using tonight. But first, before we do anything, we gotta take the X32 off the desk, set it aside so we can put the Wing Compact on the desk. Okay, so we have all of our connections set and ready to go. So let's go through the main inputs and outputs back here, because what Behringer gave us with the Wing Compact is amazing as far as local ins and outs go. That was one of the big major complaints about the full-size Wing console. They addressed that with the Wing Compact. So we have 24 local ins and outs. We have 8 local outs, 3 AES ports. We have 2 Ethernet ports, MIDI in and out, and we have a SD card recorder for multi-track recording. Behringer was kind enough to provide that accessory with this console. So let's go through the inputs and outputs I have. So let's start with the outs. These are my 2 mains left and right to go to the PA. We do not have a sub mono. It's left and right linked, connected with subs. Outputs 5 and 6 are going to a matrix feeding the bar, and outputs 3 and 4 are going to another matrix to feed my stream and local recordings for my YouTube channel. Local in 23 and 24 is the house computer for music between sets. Local in 22 is going to be for my talkback mic, because the Wing Compact does not have a dedicated XLR input for talkback. So here's my talkback mic, and I set it up on local 22. And finally, local 21 is going to be this cable connecting to a microphone that I'm going to be putting right here to point directly at the PA so you guys can hear the room sound along with the recording of the board feed, because what this console can do is dedicate 2 independent channels to go to a matrix feed, which is perfect if you are sending a board mix to a stream but you want to include a couple of room mics. This includes it, so that's what I'm going to be doing with this cable. And now the only thing left that we have to do is connect power, and now this console is ready to go. And first and foremost, look at the size difference between the X32, which fit here to here. Wing Compact, much smaller package. That's what she said. And I think you guys now want to see the console itself. So let's take off this very nicely fit, snug covering. And here it is, the Wing Compact. This has the same exact screen system that is in the full-size Wing console, and also the same exact size. So kudos to Behringer for giving us that. And it tilts up. So now I can see the screen clearly. I can see all my inputs and outputs clearly. And I think what you guys want to see now is a boot test and see how long it takes for this to power on. So get your stopwatch ready. I am flipping on the power switch in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I heard it just connect to our PA. And that's about 10 seconds or so. Not that bad of a boot time considering how much technology is in this console. So let's go through the ins and outs and give you guys a quick tour of this console before the band shows up in about 15 minutes. So I have a snapshot saved on this console. Snapshots are the new version of saying scenes on the X32. If you know what scenes are, you can save your entire presets, your mix, all of your settings to a scene on the X32. These are called snapshots on the Wing. So to load a setting, you click Library, and here is a band I've already worked with that has their scene right there, but I have a folder dedicated just for dingbats. And we have the dingbats main mix. This is what is going to be my preset for everything, so that if a band comes in and saves their sound check, I can save it right underneath this folder. So it's already loaded, but you click load, and now there's the main scene. So let's go through my inputs and outputs real quick. So on the stage is my stage box, which is a S32. The cable for that is run underneath the floor to the console, and all of my inputs on the stage are there. So our microphones for the drums are all set for the drums on stage. We have direct for bass, and we have two SM57s for guitars. So not that expensive of microphone equipment that we're using. The most expensive microphone that we're going to be using tonight is actually my AKG C214 over here that I'll be using for the room mic. Let's go over to the console and show you my main mix here. So I have kick. Channel 2 is drum DI in case the drummer has a kick trigger or samples that they want to play. Snare drum, 1, 2, 3 toms, and my 2 overheads. Bass, guitar, and I was thinking of putting my main vocal on here, but I use this just as an extra in case there's a keyboard player, if there's more backing tracks, and I have most of my core instruments right here on one channel that I don't need to go and flip between. Over here on page 2, I have 2 DIs if a keyboard player insists on having a stereo input, and then I have 4 vocal inputs. So I have center vocal, stage right, stage left, and then drums if needed. I have a couple of spare slots here in case we need it, and then my 2 local inputs are house left and house right. So I have my house computer here. Let's load up something that won't get me copyright striked or copyright ID'd. Let's load up good old Zelda and chill. And let's play some music. Let's bring my master fader up to Unity. Okay, so we have the house music being played. It sounds good in the PA. Now let's see if I routed my monitors correctly. So to do that, let's go to our buses, and bus 1 should be center monitor, bus 2 should be stage right, bus 3 should be stage left, and then drums should be bus 4. And let's see if we have everything routed correctly. All right, center wedge works. Stage right works. Okay, stage left monitor not working. And drum wedge is working. So now let's see what's going on here. So we can maybe, here's a problem. The XLR wasn't connected. Something as simple as that is almost always the culprit. Okay, let's try this again. That's monitor 3. And there we go. Okay, so it sounds good in the PA, it's in the monitors, so now let's see if I routed this correctly to the bar and the stream. So the bar feed is being fed via matrix out locals 1 and 2. My stream is being fed through local out 3 and 4. So if I theoretically unmute this, I should hear the music in the bar. And this is pre-fader, not post-fader, so my master fader can be down. So at the end of the show, I could shut down the PA and still have music being played in the bar. So let's see. And I hear music in the bar. Excellent. So in theory now, this stream should now go to my little interface mixer here to go to my computer, to go to the stream. So we are all set, guys. Let's ring out these monitors because it's my first time setting up the monitors on the stage with this console, so I need to EQ the monitor mixes so the vocals won't cause feedback when the band inevitably cups it like an idiot and points the mic directly at the monitor. So I need to do that while the band is getting set up on stage because I hear them outside right now. So let's get the band in here to load in while I ring out the monitors. So in case you guys didn't know how to ring out a monitor, the goal is to ring out all of the offending frequencies so that when a singer gets close to it, or if they're cupping the mic, or they accidentally point the microphone directly at the monitor, it doesn't cause that ping feedback noise. This is how I was taught to do it, but I'm sure there are other ways to do this. To ring out a monitor, get the microphone as close to the monitor as you possibly can. I'd say a good arm length away, pointing away from the monitor, and then we're going to slowly but surely add this microphone to this monitor until it feeds back, and then we're going to use a graphic EQ to take out that offending frequency. And we're going to keep going until it's loud enough where the singer can hear themselves on stage and they don't need to ask me to crank it in the monitors because this is a very loud stage. So let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to have bus 1 center monitor. We're going to do the lead vocal first. So center vocal to the center monitor wedge. So now we have the graphic EQ set up. And now all I gotta do is just slowly raise this until it feeds back. So first things first, before we do any of that, I need to tune the PA, which means I'm just gonna play a song that I know the mix by heart. I know how it should sound. I know how it should sound in a room. So I'm gonna play this song by Rammstein, Deutschland. Okay, so there's a couple of points here that I just took out because those frequencies just sounded a little too harsh to me. So let's now go to the vocal microphone and start adding the center vocal to that monitor in the hopes of causing feedback. Okay, so we run out the microphone to the point where it is almost at plus 10 dB into the monitor, so that should be okay. If these vocalists here still can't hear after that, then I want to question their hearing. wedge. Is that good, or?
Yeah, I'll know better when we're together.
Okay.
Just like right there.
Who else needs to hear that guitar? Who else needs to hear guitar? Do you need to hear it over there, or?
I can hear him.
Perfect.
Now. Do
you need it in the drum wedge?
Right.
All right, keep playing that guitar, please, and then give me a thumbs up when the wedge is good. Can I hear hear guitar and bass together?
The good thing about this console is it operates exactly the same as the full-size Wing console. So if you guys are familiar with the bigger Wing console, this operates exactly the same as that. So I don't need to teach you how to use the Wing console. This is just the compact version of the Wing. There is one downside about this. The lamp slot here is not working. I put the lamp from the X32 into here and to light up the console so you guys can see better, and unfortunately it's not working. So unfortunately that's what we got to deal with tonight, guys. So let's get the first band on stage right now, and what you're going to hear is the board mix, and I will slowly mix in the room mic, which is right here, which is an AKG C214.
So not to cut myself off here, but I need to step in and explain some context. You'll hear the Wing compact audio in a second, but I want to first emphasize how dialed in my mixes are on my current X32 with the settings that I have. So here is a short montage of a couple of acts who played here recently, whose entire sets are available in my live stream archive on the channel.
Okay, so now that you heard some of my current mixes with the X32, let's go to this current show with the Wing Compact. Remember, guys, this is my very first time with this console in this venue. I wasn't 100% comfortable with the console and my mixes until the headliner act. That's when I finally got a dialed-in mix I was happy with.
I am raised, bound to fate. I'm the truth, I deviate. I'm the fire, acid rain. I'm the anguish inside your pain. Now and then, the war stops coming. Dead or alive, hold out, just keep running. Dead or alive, sold out, keeps on coming. Dead or alive, dead or alive. Turn the knife and blow a cans. Renegade, motherfucker with a hand grenade. Renegade, wow. Renegade, motherfucker with a hand grenade. Renegade, wow. Switchblade. You keep us in harm's way. Sad, broken sources. We're all just freedom slaves. Switchblade, 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 switchblade. Renegade, motherfucker with a hand grenade. Renegade, wow. Renegade, motherfucker with a hand grenade. Renegade, wow.
All right, so that was my very first band mixing here with the Wing Compact. So I am sure, hold on, let me put my mute groups on. I am pretty sure you guys have heard, I mean, I saw the waveform being recorded. On the X32, I have the kick and snare bust out to an effects rack, and that's the Wave Designer. So I figured with the Wing Compact, you could put an instance of the Wave Designer on every individual channel if you want. So I thought, great, that's cool. But as you heard, like, it just fluctuated. It wasn't really stable. So just minor tweaking that I got to do in the mix of everything. So with that being said, let's get the next band up there.
With a light inside and a fire night, are we ready to ignite? When you hear the scream, running to the scene, and your body be alive. You wrap those legs around me, your body heat surrounds me. I'm burning up and I don't know which way to turn. You wrap those arms around me, those nails dig deep into me. When the lights go out, let me let them burn. Shake the ball line, break the main line, take it off right now until they all fall. Take it over, break it all up, turn it upside down till they all fall down. Till they all fall down. Everywhere, everyone stop and stare. Bad knuckle billionaires, bad knuckle billionaires. Blood flying everywhere, everyone stop and stare. Bad knuckle billionaires.
Basically anything I just did for that second band, I got to redo again for Huawei because they sound checked earlier today. So I'm not happy with how the drums sound. I'm known for having my drums sound really good on my streams, and for some reason I can't figure out just how to get this sounding right. So I'm probably gonna have to make another video virtually sound checking this, which, hey, more content, but I just want to emphasize right now, I'm not fully happy with the sound of it. The console's great, there's nothing wrong with the console. It's just, I'm not used to this console yet, so learning curve.
I don't give a fuck, you fucking lame and you're dated. I fuck hot bitches, you're alone masturbating. All your chicks animated while they watching us playing. Better keep your mouth shut if you don't wanna take it. So I sit here and wait, 'cause I've got more than you can take. I've been watching you, you've been watching me. I will take you on, will make you live. Hello, it seems like eternity. Oh, do you remember, young and wild, we touched the sound on the music so loud, and time that we surrounded. No time ain't good to me, no time ain't good to me, no time ain't good for some. So bring back yesterday. Oh, bring back yesterday. Will you still be the same if moments can replace? And stop back yesterday so we can rearrange. Let's look at the moon. Let's see where the stars. Let's dream about who you want to be and who you are. Let's look at the moon. Let's see where the stars. Let's dream about where you want to be and where you are.
First off, I want to thank Huawei for letting me record their set multi-track. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing a virtual sound check in a future video just to really dial in the mix on this. I got the drums sounding okay near the end, but I'm going to have to do it again. I'm going to have to do it all over again for the final band because we sound checked with other settings. So getting the hang of it. Console's performing great. Like in-house, it sounds amazing. So I gotta find that balance of house sound and stream sound because I'm almost certain that the board recording right now mixed with the room mic isn't sounding the best. So we'll see. right, guys, we are all done here. First off, all 4 bands were great. Although I must admit, I think for 3/4 of the whole show, I was lackluster. It was all the drum mix. I wasn't happy with how the drums sounded for the first 3 bands, but I managed to dial everything in for the last band. So let me give you guys a walkover of what happened. So I had just a regular compressor on here, but on the X32, I have a wave designer on the kick and snare, and that's what gets the kick and snare to always cut through my mixes. But the good thing about the Wing is if you go home tab here and see your signal chain, here's your input, here's your noise gate. So I have all of my drums with a frequency band triggering the noise gate to just make it a little more cleaner. My EQ, and then my compressor, which I'm not even using a compressor, I'm using a wave designer. So providing the drummer is consistent with his or her hits, this will cut through every time. And I have that same sort of instance on my toms and my snare. But even still, the snare still wasn't coming through. And here's what changed that. I put a gated reverb on the snare. I'm cranking it so it purposely distorts. I have my decay set to 0.3 seconds with a pre-delay of 8 milliseconds, spread all the way. And I have 30% of this effect in the snare, and that's just the snare. And that's what got the snare to cut through for the last band. And it felt so smooth, it was great. So I was very, very happy with that. On my master chain, so this is my mains. I have the SSL bus compressor to just glue everything together. I have a multi-band compressor to just even out any peaks. EQ, which by the way, on the X32, this looks insane, but this is about 5 dB per line right here. So I have the EQ, and then I have a precision limiter, only limiting to -1 dB in case anything accidentally cuts through. So then if I go to my matrix stream, which is what you guys hear, I have the Wing default compressor, again, just to capture the peaks in case anything peaks through. And then an instance of a limiter with -1 dB and +1 dB of input gain, just to make it a little bit louder and consistent for the recording. And I finished it off with a little bit of EQ. And that is what you guys hear on the recordings. The headliner band had 3 vocal mics red hot on the stage because they needed cranked in a monitor. So I didn't even use my room mic for the last band, which is kind of crazy because it sounded like I had room mics all over the place. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.